MarketStrategy.com.
Hi, this is Chris again, looking at the upcoming Thursday, August 21st trading session in front of you. You can see that I have the economic calendar, and that being the case, it appears that the markets have plenty to think about during the day. What's going to be most difficult about this particular day is the Jackson Hole Symposium is going on. With that, you have central bankers and big money players types out there in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, possibly making statements in press conferences and the like of market moving significance. So the problem that we have is, even though we have specific announcements we're trying to watch, keep in mind an errant comment by somebody like Janet Yellen or Mario Draghi really could move the markets. So there is that danger during the session. However, we can only look with our eyes at things that we know are going to happen. So that's what we'll focus on. The first number of any significance is the HSBC China manufacturing number. That number is expected to come out at 51.5, and quite frankly, this is one of those trading events that affects several different things. There's no real direct way to play this, but if it's less than anticipated, expect risk assets to fall. Probably a bad day for the stock market at that point. That means all stock markets. Not necessarily a bad thing, though. They all are basically overbought at this point anyway, so that could give us a pullback that offers a bit of value. Swiss trade balance comes out a little later. We anticipate that this will be a regionalized event. The dollar Swiss franc will probably come into focus there. If the number is stronger than anticipated, expect Swiss franc strength. After that, though, we really don't see anything in Europe that we're too concerned about, but retail sales out of the United Kingdom coming out at 3.5% year over year for the month of July could be of interest, because the FTSE looks like it's a little overdone, so something less than anticipated could give us a pullback in the FTSE that gives us an opportunity to start buying. The pound-dollar pair is basically ready to fall off of a cliff and fall to the 1.65 level, so a weaker than anticipated number will probably be bad for the pound, but my suspicion is that the FTSE could very easily sell off initially, and then people will begin to contemplate looser monetary policy, and that drives more money into the stock market. So look for value there while the pound falls. Continuing claims and initial jobless claims out of the United States round out the calendar, and 303,000 is anticipated for the initial jobless claims. If it's better than anticipated, meaning lower, it's possible we might finally break out in the S&P, but that 2,000 barrier is above, and that's going to be difficult. The NASDAQ already has broken out, so if this is a better than anticipated number, probably find more action in the NASDAQ, although watch the S&P 500, because once we get over 2,000, that thing is a buy and hold. Looking at the pound dollar, you can see that we had a bad session here on Wednesday. We did try to rally and then just sold back off. I believe that we're probably going to head down to the 165 handle without too many issues. A bad number coming out for retail sales is probably just enough to push it down. Looking at dollar yen, you can see we broke out during the day pretty significantly, and that had to do with FOMC minutes suggesting that perhaps the Fed's closer to tightening than people thought. Look for pullbacks as entry points into this market. The euro dollar, as you can see, fell off of a cliff during the session. We broke it down below the 1.33 level. I think at this point in time we go down to 1.30. It might be a bumpy road here and there, but truthfully, rallies should continue to offer nice selling opportunities. And finally, looking at the S&P, you can see we bounced off this 1990-ish area. That's why I think that perhaps maybe we get a little bit of a pullback. Kind of hope we do, to be honest with you. Otherwise, we've got to break out to the upside. But it's so close to 2,000, really, you want to see 2,000 cleared before you're comfortable. It's so parabolic, though. We really probably need a pullback and some type of momentum gathering exercise down here. And with that, I've looked at the Thursday, August 21st trading session.